Hey, it's Wednesday in the Arena with Dr. Pamela, and I'm Dr. Pamela. Welcome to my private arena. Hey, for those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of Beyond the Saddle. I have an equine wisdom and wellness coaching business and an EquiSync certification. And I specialize in helping and rehabilitating anxious and previously traumatized horses. And today I want to talk to you about 3 must-haves for your horse's liver. So we just had the most beautiful rains here the last couple days, and don't you love those days in the spring and summer when you come out after the rain and it just smells so green and fresh, right? And was so excited after spending most of the day in the house yesterday because it just rained all day and all night to come out, right? And to smell that fresh rain and that green. And I come out and I take a deep breath, and guess what? It smells like agriculture chemicals. And I'm like, ugh. I live in an area where there's lots of farming, and when was it? Monday, they sprayed all the fields around because they knew the rain was coming, and the rain soaks it in the ground, and after the rain, it just leaches out, and it just stinks here right now. And, for those of you who haven't heard the story, my best soulmate mare was out in pasture one day, and nobody told me the guy was coming to spray, and it got on her and my best gelding, and he detoxed through his lungs, and she detoxed through her feet, and ultimately, it shortened her life. But luckily I had my whole horse toolbox, and I was able to keep her going happy, healthy, and sound for many years to come after that, even after the vet told me to put her down. So the chemical smell in the air just reminds me of how important liver health is for, not just our horses, for us too, right? And my 3 must-haves for my horse's liver, the number 1 on my list is carrots, right? Carrots are not just treats. My horses get an organic carrot chopped up in their mash and supplements every single day. And it's not because I'm spoiling them. It's because carrots are great. They have vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. They have lots of anti-inflammatory properties. Carrots are great for promoting detoxification, and they also enhance liver function and bile synthesis. I can't talk. I can't say synthesis. So they're great. Why would you not get your horse a carrot every day? I'm not spoiling them. I'm not hand feeding them. I'm actually supporting their liver by giving them an organic carrot every day. And I think the key word there is organic. The second must-have for your horse's liver is, believe it or not, gut health. You're like, what does gut health have to do with the liver? Well, we know the gut is related to the immune system. And the stronger the horse's immune system is, right, the better they can tolerate the chemicals. Because here's the thing, folks. People are like, oh, it's just the way it is and we can't get away with it. Well, a lot of these chemicals we spray here in the United States are actually banned in other countries, and that's a whole nother topic. But we can do some stuff to help our horses avoid chemicals. I, even though have the environmental exposures that I can't control, I run a very strict chemical-free barn with my horses, right? And I keep their gut healthy, so that when they are exposed to stuff that I have no control over, then they have a better immune system to help them get rid of the toxins. And the third must-have, but I have to put a little disclaimer with this. I don't just say this casually. The third thing on my list is a heavy metal detox, but I don't just start with a heavy metal detox. I also don't recommend just doing it to do it. I test for this in my PEC assessments before I just recommend doing a heavy metal detox on a horse. But what people don't understand is, heavy metals contribute to mood disturbances. They contribute to weird cognitive changes in horses, and it affects the brain and the nervous system. So if your horse is super imbalanced with heavy metals in their brain and their nervous system, it's going to cause anxiety. It's going to cause behavioral issues, and it's not something that we just fixed with training methods. Training is it's a huge piece of it, but it's not all of the pieces, right? So my three big pieces for your horse's liver is the carrots, the gut health, a heavy metal detox if your horse tests for it in my PEC assessment. And, I always give a little bonus, but here's the bonus tip about this is people think that they should just do a detox or just throw this at the horse. And these products are not just standalone things. Don't go out and get an herbal liver detox. It's not that simple. I'm actually not a big fan of herbs because herbs nowadays are only as good as the soil that they are planted in. And I don't know the quality of the soil. What I do know is a lot of our soils are being depleted by all of this chemical spraying. And I do know that a lot of the herbs aren't testing well when I do the PEC assessments. So, don't just go throw one thing at your horse, because what happens is then people are like, oh, this isn't working, or the horse gets diarrhea, right? A lot of times they will get worse before they get better. And if you don't have the tools in your toolbox and the support to help you get through that, it can be a little scary, and then what happens is the people stop the detox because they're like, oh, this product's giving my horse diarrhea. And it's really not. It's just your horse is detoxing, and you have to have the tools in your toolbox to get them through the detox. So that is my little tip around supporting the liver and detoxes is sometimes your horse might get worse before they get better, and you have to make sure you have your whole horse toolbox prepared. So that is my 3 musts for your horse's liver this week. If you are interested in building your whole horse toolbox and doing a liver detox and having your liver checked with a PEC assessment, go ahead and drop in the comments below whole horse toolbox. Reach out to me. I'm here to help because I don't want to see your horse go through what I had to see my horse go through from the extreme chemical exposure. So until next week, Wednesday, noon Central, enjoy your horse.